Hello YouTube, welcome back to my channel, and in this video I'll be discussing the LG's recently released second maintenance update V10C. Now those of you who follow me, you must have seen the maintenance update video which I posted about 6 days ago, I think about a week ago, and I did mention in that video that I will be doing a follow-up video once I have lived with the second maintenance update for long enough to share my opinions. Now there are some changes which LG have made, which I will be discussing in this video, and some also nice changes which I've seen in the last few days, which have made a significant difference in performance and battery life. So first of all, let's discuss about the battery life and let's get into the gallery. So this is where I all started off about a week ago when I got the V10C, which is the second maintenance update on the LG G4. By the way, this is the international variant of the LG G4 and not the network one. So if you're on a network, whether you're in America or Europe, you will eventually get this update at some point. So the very first thing that I noticed that when I charged the battery fully after the second maintenance update, and I was using the phone quite aggressively for about an hour or so, and the battery went down to 90%, and to my surprise, after using it for 2 hours and 22 minutes, I got a total screen on time of let's have a look if I took, yeah, I did take a screenshot, there we go, yeah, and I got 1 hour and 6 minutes of screen on time, which is amazing. Normally I get this kind of screen on time with the LG G4 when it's around about 85 to 80%, and then when it gets close to 50%, it gives me around 1.5 to about 1 hour and 45 minutes or 2 hours of screen on time, and then eventually at the end you get a total of 4 to 4.5 hours screen on time. But that's not always the case. At times the battery on the LG G4 can drain a lot quicker than usual. Say if, for instance, if you're using the 4G or 3G services, or you've been using your GPS for satellite navigation, then the battery can go down really quick. But using the phone as normal, checking your emails, doing WhatsApp, playing with normal apps like browsing and reading different stuff on the internet, you are bound to get definitely an hour after using the battery going down 90%. So this was very surprising. So I quickly took a screenshot, and I thought I will show you guys how the difference is. Just by me saying that it's good and improved wouldn't obviously mean nothing if I don't show you guys the evidence live on camera. So then again, the battery went down to 49% after this is also after the same update, and I was able to get 2 hours and 37 minutes of screen on time. Now, like I said to you earlier, around 50% mark, I normally get around 1 hour to 45 minutes of screen on time. But this time after the update, I was able to get 2 hours and 37 minutes of screen on time, which is amazing. But this is the good news. The bad news is that after 50%, when the battery goes further down, it doesn't stay the same way as it was staying before the 50% mark. So you again end up getting 4 to 4.5 hours of screen on time anyway. But at least I can see that LG have tried to make some changes, and the initial first 50% of the power is consumed in a much better way as compared to the later half of the 50% of battery life. But nevertheless, there are improvements in battery life I can see, and you should be able to get a slightly better screen on time, maybe around close to 4 hours and 45 minutes or 4.5 hours of screen on time. And also I've noticed one more thing, that 4 to 4.5 hours was not achievable every time. Like I said to you earlier in the video, at times the phone will drink up a bit more juice as compared to say be using on Wi-Fi. But I've noticed in general now the phone will go past the 4.5 hours more frequently. So you're looking at 4 to 4.5 hours of screen on time now on a regular basis, and not like before where occasionally you would not be able to make it through and the phone will end up around 3.5 hours or 3 hours and 45 minutes. Now the phone can definitely give you around 4 to 4.5 hours confirmed, which is again very good for a phone in 2015 with a Quad HD 5.5 inch screen. Okay, yet again, as you can see, I took another screenshot, and this was even better than the other one. The battery went down to 94% after a full charge, and I was able to get 52 minutes of screen on time, which was simply amazing, and it really made me really happy, because at least for the first 50% you do get a lot of screen on time, and then eventually it helps you in the later half in getting a more regular 4 to 4.5 hours of screen on time, which is very good indeed for a phone in 2015. And just to do it again, again, like I said, I've been living with the update for nearly a week now, so I done the same thing for like 2-3 times to show you guys again and again that yes, after 90% using the phone on the regular stuff like emails and WhatsApp and normal stuff, not streaming, not gaming, or not everything heavy, but normal daily use can get you an hour of screen on time with battery down to 90%. So again, I went down to 50% and I was able to get 2 hours and 48 minutes, which is even better than what we saw earlier in the screenshot. So like I said, the first 50% has really improved, and I'm sure further updates will improve even the later of half of 50% as well. But all in all, I'm happy because now I'm getting 4 to 4.5 hours of screen on time more regularly as compared to previously, where I was at times getting 3:45, 4, just about 4, struggling to get to 4. Now 4 to 4.5 hours, as you can see here, 4 hours and 32 minutes with battery down to 5%. So 4.5 hours, a little bit more, is possible now with the new update. Okay, yet again, and also the standby time, I took a screenshot for the standby time. I've also seen improvement in standby times as well. As you can see, I left the phone after 100%. I slept and for about 11 hours. Yes, I do sleep a lot, sorry, but sometimes I can sleep like a baby. And after 11 hours and 15 minutes, the phone had lost only 1%, which is significantly improved over the previous standby times on the LG G4. So yet again, I'm very happy. So LG have made the effort. The improvement in battery life is there, obvious, as you can see in the screenshots. And well done LG for improving the battery life. And I'm sure in the updates to come in the next few weeks and months to come, we will even get better battery life from the LG G4. Okay, one more thing which I noticed was that when you actually put the brightness all the way up to, say for instance, 90% or 100%, the phone tends to heat up. Now if you remember from the LG G3 last year, people were putting the brightness sliders all the way up to 100%, and a message used to come up after a few minutes when the phone used to heat up that your brightness will be lowered down, or you cannot take any further beyond 70 because the phone is too hot. Now in the LG G4, I've noticed when you have the slider up to 100%, the phone will heat up, but it will automatically reduce the brightness to say 90% or 80%. The slider goes down automatically, and you can see the brightness changes on the screen straight away. And once the phone is cooled down, it will put the brightness where it was. Say if you had the brightness at 90%, the slider will automatically go up there, back to 90% where it was once the phone is cooled down. So there's a bit of clever tricks made by LG, even though they're not making it obvious that the phone heats up. Yes, it does heat up on full brightness. And also that message that used to come up on the LG G3, that message of overheating doesn't come up on the LG G4. But in the back end, I can see that they're trying to make adjustments as soon as the phone heats up. Obviously, it's a Quad HD screen with lots of pixels on, and with 100% brightness is bound to either drain the battery quicker or it will heat up. So the slider goes down automatically, and the slider goes back up to 80-90% wherever you left it last time. So this is also one change that I've seen. To be honest, people don't have to worry about it, because let's be honest, at 100%, the screen can get really bright. So there's no need to put a screen on 100%, because the brightness is way too dangerous for your eyes, and also not good for the phone as well, because the battery will drain down quicker. And that's holds true for any phone, whether it's a 1080p phone, whether it's a Quad HD phone. If you keep the brightness 100%, the battery will drain down quicker regardless of whatever phone that is. So these adjustments are being made in the back end automatically by LG, cleverly done, but at least people don't get to see it. In the day, what matters is, as long as it doesn't interrupt your day-to-day operations, it shouldn't be a problem for you people anymore. Okay, also I've noticed that the performance on the LG G4 is a bit more snappy than before. The animations are much more quicker. There was an occasional lag here and there, left and right, in the app drawer before, and in the multitask pane as well. But now that little amount of lag that you used to see occasionally, that has been refined, and the LG G4 is performing like a superstar. I know lots of people might not actually agree with me. I see and I hear a lot of people. I go on discussion forums and people complain about lag on the LG G4, but in the international variant with 2 maintenance updates, I've had no issues with the LG G4, nothing major. The occasional lag here and there, yes, which is part of Android, but after the second maintenance update, LG have really polished up their animations and the speed of their OS, and it's really doing really well, as you can see in the video, and with no issues and no problems whatsoever. And I've been able to use the phone happily without any issues. Any app you open up, it opens up really quickly with no issues whatsoever. Okay, also one thing I've noticed, which one of my subscribers was kind enough to let me know, because I didn't even notice that once you tap on the multitask button, you will see they have now added these app pinups. Now you can actually lock the apps with the ones which you don't want to clear. So for instance, if I wanted to lock the YouTube app, I tap on this app lock pin up. There we go. It says app printed pin not to be deleted. So this app has been pinned, and once you clear all the apps, you will see that this app will not be cleared. As you can see, it still stays there. So if you go back on the home button, you tap on the multitask pin again, YouTube is still there. So you can tap on it again, and then you can unpin it, and now if you clear it, then your YouTube app will actually be cleared eventually. So this is one thing which LG have done, and I think the HTC phones have done it in the past, and a few other devices have done it as well. So I'm happy for LG to see them making a small little change, but it makes a hell of a difference in your day-to-day usage. Also, there was a very annoying bug in the drop-down menu. Now, as you know, you can actually configure the on-screen buttons on the LG G4, and this is the one I quite often use, because it's a big screen. At times it's difficult to stretch your thumb all the way and to pull that menu, the pull down menu, down. So I use this button to bring the menu down. So every now and then, occasionally, when I used to pull, tap on this button, the menu wouldn't come down all the way. And these buttons, as you can see, there's Wi-Fi, sun, all these toggles, they used to stay up, and they would never come. They would come halfway down, and they wouldn't come further down. And occasionally, every now and then, it was very frustrating. Now I do it every time that problem has been fixed. No matter you've got the Q slider opened up, no matter you got the remote opened up, or other stuff opened up, your notification and stuff, every time you tap on the drop down menu comes down fully, and it goes up fully as well, which is very, very nice. At times it was quite annoying. In fact, I do apologize, I wasn't able to mention this in my pros and cons video, but I realized that I didn't do it, so I do once again apologize to you guys. But now that if you're following me and you seeing this video, I can assure you that this problem has now been solved on the LG G4. No matter how many times you tap on the button to bring the drop down menu down, it will always come down fully, and it will always close up fully as well. So guys, these are the changes that I've seen so far. If you have seen any changes, anything else after the update, please do let me know in the comment section, and I'm more than happy to acknowledge anything which I haven't seen, because it was a big update. It was about 331 meg, I think, if I remember correctly, and with such a huge update, I do expect a few more changes in the back end. So if I have missed anything, like I said, please guys, do mention it in the comment section. And this is all what it's all about on YouTube. We learn from each other, and if I've missed anything, please do mention it. And like always guys, if you like my video, please give it a thumbs up, and please subscribe to my channel, as it helps, and I will see you in the next video.